Out that time, Taylor warming to the task in the heat of Blackpool.
Game on.
And John Park needs to turn up and quick here.
140.
That's more like it, Johnny boy. The power. Used to make toilet chain handles for 56 quid a week in the potteries. Now he tickles tungsten. For a rough estimate of his income, about 150 grand every month. Millionaire now, but still takes tossing tungsten very seriously. Had a 15-leg practice with Eddie Lewis the other night from 6:30 to 9:30 in preparation for this tournament. Not much in it now, not much in the margin of error now. Oh, still, that was awful.
Well, Taylor desperate to succeed here, chasing an 8th World Matchplay crown. 10 years, you know, Sid, since there were back-to-back major tournaments without a Taylor victory. And that's what's happened in 2006 with Barney winning the UK Open at Bolton and John Park, of course, beating Barney to clinch the crown in Las Vegas.
But I will again mention the Connecticut one where the money was 65 grand English to win
100.
And he took apart Adrian Lewis in that final. Find something happens to Adrian Lewis when he plays Taylor. Pot is just 41. Not in the races at the moment.
Well, the hottest Blackpool ever. We've seen some terrific darts. We expected the top tungsten to come from these two top players. Hasn't been happening yet. Taylor looking for 19s.
139.
Left to finish though.
Has to leave a nice little single popper here. A single pop he needs, or at the worst, a little two-darter.
Rethink from Part.
99. Failure require 160.
Now this would spark the match into life and bring the crowd to its feet. Yes, 160. Tops for Taylor. Oh, sensational stuff from Phil Taylor. That's more like it. The biggest check out of the week, and it's coming the biggest match of the week, and it's a sickener for John Park.
As you see that double again, absolutely perfect. He practices with a piece of thread, this Taylor, down the middle of the double and the 60, and he practices put in the dart in the segment and on the bottom wire. That was a perfect double by the power. And here he is, cranking it up, Eddie.
139.
The way John Park's playing, you wonder if he's got another gear. He would be left shell-shocked by that. Left on 74 and would have fancied certainly getting it back to 4-3. But how often has Taylor produced something from somewhere when you least expect it?
And it is the blue touch paper syndrome. It usually means that the average will soon be over 100.
140.
And John Park could very soon be playing cribbage in his room.
Full 10 points up on the averages now. And if John Park doesn't find that extra gear, this could
45.
be over in double quick time.
Or treble quick time. That's a stacker. That's usable to bump it in. The barrel's aligned rightly. Oh, did it without the barrel. Now it can go through the gap between the two to the right.
100.
Try to use the barrel of the lower lying dart.
Oh, it's a strangely subdued
60.
performance, this from John Park.
122.
Well, the crowd are discombobulated. They did not believe it would be as one-sided, and they certainly didn't dream that Part would have a nightmare.
For me, Sid, two crucial legs. The fifth leg of the match, it was 2 apiece. John Part missed a 1-3-6 finish, hitting the wire. He would have gone into that first break 3-2 up.
58.
And then Taylor with that magnificent 160.
And that shot said it all. What is a swagger usually with Part was a trudge as Taylor leaves the lie to sink the green bit off the barrel. Uses the barrel beautifully. That was equivalent to Shane Warne's ball again. That was pitched half an inch outside the bed and taken in deliberately. Yet another brilliant shot like the tops.
As so often with Taylor, it's ifs and buts, coulds and shoulds. Part is playing well below par. He's 6-2 down. He could have been 4 apiece because Taylor really isn't on top form at the moment, but at 6-2, if Part doesn't find something in the next 3 or 4 legs, it's going to be over, Sid.
Taylor played like a drain for 3 legs against Bob Anderson. Played like a drain, but look what he's doing.
59.
Part is ahead in only 1 column. Taylor 8 140s, 2 180s, and Taylor isn't playing well. And as you've rightly said, Stu, this is where he usually kicks in. He's got the feel of the board and the feel of a lacklustre opponent.
95.
Well, I wouldn't say Part was not at the starting gate. He's not even on the course. This man here, the sole Canadian fan, is trying to hide himself in his hat.
Taylor.
140.
Terrific from Taylor, 140, and a sip of the beer. It can only be consolation, and it might only be consolation for John Part. He had the extra day off as well, didn't he? Played on Sunday night.
140.
Well, either over-practiced, under-practiced, or decided just to put his competitive instincts on chill. Now, will he risk understack? He won't. He's coming down for the green bit. He's getting the green bit. He can drive this into treble 18. Oh, yes!
171.
5 darts now mean probably a quick finish to this. The tops. The in-off shot to the double 16 and the round the houses trebles.
Well, talking about Part's competitive
100.
instincts. Being
Failure
off and
required
being cold. They're in the
131.
freezer, and the freezer's locked. 131. Treble 13. The next shot.
2 16s for 1 in the solar plex. Oh, yes! He's hitting the lot now!
Phil Taylor.
Don't blink, folks.